Welcome to the 16th episode of Skyrim Cut Content. Today I'll be returning to my roots and take a look at another settlement that didn't make the final game. We're located at this random spot in the woods of Granite Hill. And you might be thinking, what is there to see here? Well, the answer would be nothing. Nothing we can see with the naked eye at least. Internally, the place we're standing at is just called Wilderness, but it has location data assigned, making it part of Granite Hill. 4 wilderness cells in total belong to this location in the final game. Granite Hill was supposed to be Skyrim's interpretation of the village of Granite Hall, which first appeared in the first Elder Scrolls game, Arena. Very similar to Heljarken, Granite Hill got basically reduced to nothing in the final game. But that's not where the similarities end. First off, let us take a look at a couple of books that can be found in the final game. The first one is called Holdings of Jarl Gjalland. There, Granite Hill is mentioned among other holdings like Rorikstead and Old Roldum. However, this book is very old and might contain outdated information. So let's go to the next book, called Atlas of Dragons. In this book, Granite Hill is mentioned as nearby a dragon mount where the old dragon Vuljotnak was slain. But again, this book is very old and might contain inaccuracies, you may say. Well, let me just debunk that this is so-called outdated information. For the first book, Bethesda wouldn't include that information if it was useless. They just created a book with lore about various places in Skyrim, but they forgot to remove Granite Hill when they removed it from the game. The second book is even more clear that it was intended to be relevant information, as the dragon Vuljotnak still appears in the final game, and his dragon mount is placed in one of the wilderness cells that is marked as Granite Hill, making the information actually correct. Those books aren't even the only times where Granite Hill gets mentioned in the final game either. It's even mentioned in a conversation between Jarl Siggeir of Falkreath and his steward Nenya.
Why have taxes not come in from Granite Hill, Nenya? We should send some guards down there.
They are only a little late, Jarl. The trade routes are affected by the war. We should give them another day.
Very well. But when their emissary arrives, I want words with him.
This makes it clear, once and for all, that Granite Hill was still meant to exist in Skyrim. Now we get the similarities with Heljarken, such as its relation with the Dark Brotherhood quest. During the quest Dark Brotherhood Forever, an NPC called Beautiful Barbarian could be your possible assassination target. She appears in Ivarstad, but her internal name, DB Recurring Target 10 Granite Hill, reveals that she was originally intended to appear at Granite Hill instead. Now once again, the other leftovers are all either related to the Civil War or the early carriage system. I'll go over these quickly as they'll be discussed in depth in the future. The location data that comprises Granite Hill is still in a form list called CW Contestable Garrison Locations form list, with many other smaller inhabited locations. I presume this list was used to indicate which soldiers should appear at settlements that were won or lost during the Civil War. There's once again dialogue meant for Arngeir, Tullius and Ulfric, mentioning Granite Hill as the scene of a potential massacre during Season Unending. Granite Hill is also mentioned in both the CW script and the CW map script as one of the important locations of Falkreath Hold. In the CW script, its references are even commented out and marked with the text cut from game. And once more, we end off at the carriage system script, which got changed significantly. Granite Hill was once one of the many scratch stops. And that's about all that can be said in the lost village of Granite Hill. I hope that I've just educated someone somewhere about Skyrim's cut content, and then I'm happy. I would love to hear everyone's thoughts and or requests in the comments below, and until next episode, we have enough content to keep us going for a long while.